Baltimore, Washington, Arlington, Alexandria area.
Same sponsor, so he's having a good week.
Wiseman gets it underway on 43. He is a little high.
That's the lane that he has to trust the ball. If you remember, on lane 43, you can send it, it'll hook back. Not a good shot for Danny to get started with here. He set it early, it went, and obviously it'll hook early.
288 the high game for Wiseman this week. And here's our first look at the action of Richard Wolf from Arlington, Virginia. He is 5 months younger than Wiseman. Both are age 24. High game of 299 this week.
And watch the angle he'll be playing. This is a left-hander playing close to the fourth arrow. A lot of wrist rotation involved. Kind of a unique lane condition in that the left-handers, we have 2 left-handers in the top 5. Of course, our tournament leader, John Mazza. Here's a good look at the style of Richie Wolf. You can see the angle he's playing right over the fourth arrow. Both left-handers playing in that vicinity of the lane, whereas the right-handers are playing the extreme outside angle near the channel, almost the reverse which you might normally see when you watch the Pro Tour.
This is Richard's second telecast of the year and the third of his career. I mentioned he was third at the U.S. Open in Indianapolis. Second seeded in that event. Gets them all. Wolf from Arlington, Virginia, 5 years on tour. He lost the U.S. Open to Pete Weber. Pete, of course, the defending champion here, not able to play, serving a 6-month suspension. That suspension will end in late October, and Pete will be available to join the fall tour, November 16th, for the Brunswick Memorial World Open in Chicago. That was high again. 3-6 leave for Wiseman.
Danny really not projecting the ball as well as he did when he bowled Mark Williams. Again, you see the ball's a little bit early off his hand. He's not getting it down the lane quite as well, as firmly as he did in, say, the 10th frame when he had to make a good shot to win the match. That was a very good shot. His first 2 balls in this match, not what he's capable of doing.
Earl, these are synthetic lanes. Coming up, of course, your Beyond the Foul Line segment talks about dressing the lanes. And one of the items that we like to mention, because sometimes the folks at home forget, under the glare of these television lights, the lanes do break down and change drastically over the period of the telecast.
They will, and you're right, Jay. And of course, the synthetics much quicker, or the oil moves much more readily than on a wooden surface. So the players have to make adjustments to that as they go. And they're very capable of doing that. There you see Danny Wiseman. He made an adjustment, got more ball speed, forced the ball down the lane so it couldn't hook early. And that's probably the best move he can make. He cannot move out of the area he's playing in. The lane condition won't let him do that. You have to play where the lanes will let you play.
Wiseman and Wolf, very good friends, being from the same part of the country, the Mid-Atlantic area.
This young man throws the ball, you'll hear the audience going, juice, juice, juice. He gets so much rotation. Very powerful release.
Boy, did he scramble low.
You can hear in the background the crowd. Very lively crowd here in a great bowling town, St. Louis. They know what's going on out there. They know this young man has tremendous talent. And he can make things happen with that bowling ball. Throws the ball extremely hard, gets tremendous rotation. And the pins, as you said, Jay, just explode.
Wolf up by 13. This is his best year on tour. He's won more than $24,000 already. And the 6th pin.
And the left-hander having the same difficulty the right-handers are having. Lane 43 tends to hook more. As you can see, Richie Wolf has been high twice on lane 43. The ball hooking just a little bit more than it is on 44. He's well lined up on 44, having trouble keeping the ball from going through the middle of the head pin on lane 43.
And the spare for Wolf. He has the early lead here in match 2, and we'll be back with more at the Toyota Classic right after this. Richard Wolf out of Arlington, Virginia. A strike in the 5th. Bowling on lane 43.
Interesting adjustment there, Jay. A double there by Richie Wolf. The adjustment he made on lane 43, he could either throw the ball harder or he could open up the lane more, give it more room. Here's a replay of that shot. As you see, he's moved deeper, giving the ball more room. He's playing around 23, 24 board on the lane. He's capable of making the ball hit from anywhere. Danny Wiseman, while we were away, got a double, going for 3 in a row here in the 6th frame.
Wiseman, another strike.
I keep making that mistake with the pronunciation of his name. It's Wiseman.
That's the way he likes it.
Wiseman.
Well, I can remember when it was Tony Dorsett and then Dorsett, remember? But he does like to be called Wiseman.
And we definitely have a match here. 2 pins separating these 2 very talented young players.
That is 4 in a row for Danny Wiseman, bouncing around here. We'll take a timeout. Now this from your local station. 3. Let's take a look at this last shot and then the pirouette performance of Danny Wiseman.
This is to take the lead in the match. And you can see he got the shaker off the wall. Watch his reaction.
Looks like a young Nureyev.
Should be on stage with that.
And a little problem for Richard Wolf, who leaves the 3-5 over on 44 as we're in the 7th frame in this match.
And as so often happens, remember, he finally got lined up on 43. He made a move deeper into the lane, more inside, to give the ball more room. Now he's lost lane 44, especially after waiting through the commercial break. I'm sure a lot of things going through his mind. He hasn't done that well, considering his talent.
And there is a big mistake right there. I know you were talking with him last night, and his great desire, and he is talented, is to break through and win a title. And you get the feeling if and when he does that, he's going to really be tough.
He is. His talent is second to none on the left side. He's one of the best left-handers as far as release goes out here. His problem is lack of experience and confidence in his own ability. Once he gains that, he'll be tough to beat.
Well, that's a big help for him right there. He needed that strike here in the 8th frame. Wiseman has 4 in a row. Danny Wiseman, who just had his 24th birthday back on September the 24th.
Got to hurry. Oh, my. Look at this. Has he got it going now, Jay? He's really stroking the ball smoothly. He's very comfortable and confident. This man is tough to beat when he's got it going like this.
He was 64th after the 1st round, 16th after the 4th, 11th after the 5th, and made the big jump with a little help from Marshall Holman last night to get into this championship round, the stepladder finals here in Richmond Heights, Missouri at the Tropicana Lanes. And there's a pin in the channel on 43.
The American Bowling Congress rules, which the PBA also abide by, you cannot bowl with a pin in the channel. It's dead wood, and it has to be out of there before you throw the ball, or it doesn't count.
And he was high with that one and left a 6 pin here in the 9th. A little bit of a crossover.
A little break in his concentration there as he waited for the pin to be cleared, and as soon as he let go of the ball, you could hear him saying, no, no, no. He knew he'd made a mistake. Actually, he's fortunate to get an easy spare out of this. Still leading the match. by 31 pins.
A possible 246. Wolf a possible 235. Well, right now, Wiseman is in the driver's seat over Richard Wolf. 31 pins.
This is the key shot right here. Very obviously, it's coming in the 9th frame. This toughest lane for him is 44. He has to strike here to have any chance at all. Got it. The little love tap on the 7-pin. What a great break for Richie Wolf. You can hear the crowd in the background. They're really pumped up. When they watch this young man bowl, you can hear him yelling, juice, juice. And that's because of all that rotation and all that hitting power he gets on the bowling ball. Watch the pin jump out of the channel. You can see it. It's the 4-pin. It falls on the 7. Just enough. Great break at this point in the match. That was a must strike. 2 here to make Danny Wiseman mark. He needs 2 strikes in the 10th. Hit him thin and watch him spin, Jay, as Billy Whaley used to say. And there it was. He's playing that extreme inside angle, inside the 4th arrow. Tremendous rotation, making the pins dance. This one to put him in the 230 category. Again, a chance for a tie match. He should strike all the way out, 235. Danny Wiseman going at a 236 pace. With the spare, a score of 224. Here's a replay of that last shot, and you can see him running it out. He thought he had a chance for the strike. The mixer again didn't quite get it. Danny Wiseman with any kind of a mark, again, as he was against Mark Williams, needing a mark in the 10th, made a great shot. Needs any kind of a mark here to win the second match. Look out.
Oh.
Very tentative, Jay.
Yeah, well, it was a little tentative, and
he didn't trust that ball at all. It was almost like he wasn't sure of the ball reaction. Not his normal way of playing in a crucial situation. Normally he goes out there and attacks. That one was.
If he would miss this pin, and it doesn't figure that he would, we'd have a tie.
We definitely would. He has to make this to win the match.
Right.
I think that'll do it.
Yes, indeed.
Now, keep it on the lane, and he's a winner regardless, but now you'll watch, he'll do it again. He'll move inside on this shot just to keep the ball in the lane, stay out of trouble. When you're playing that extreme outside angle, and you just need a few pins, you don't want to gamble with that channel. And you always wonder when they do that, why don't they play there all the time?
Danny Wiseman has won the first 2 matches.